to Partner News Live today, August 14, 2024. Today is that big day when we finally tell you all about CPNzone. Before that, we're going to have subject matter expert Matt Miller to tell us all about business internet. Then we'll have Rick Stapp with that solid description of CPNzone and how it will generate new leads for you. As part of this, I've also asked Noah Weber to pick his two favorite CPNzone ads to show you. Then we'll be able to watch the whole series so far on YouTube. That's the ConectUS Wireless YouTube channel. But first, let's say hello to Shellie. Hey, Shellie, great to see you.
Hello, how are you doing today? Great to see you again.
I'm doing just great, Shellie. Thank you so much. Now, if I remember rightly, you were producing a fashion show at the weekend.
Yes, we've been in the process of putting a fashion show together. It's actually a bridal fashion show.
Okay.
I actually produce those about 3 times a year.
Oh.
And they're so much fun because we have little kids as, you know, the escorts and the flower girls. And then, of course, we have the brides, and we have wonderful clothing from the area shops here. And it's just a really nice, a lot of my models, they get together. It's a nice time together. So we love putting them on for the community. And plus, part of the proceeds to the bridal show goes to some wonderful communities, charities here. Of course, our Coffee Memorial Blood Center. And then we have Advo companies. They're a great organization. They offer for special need individuals. They offer training. They offer jobs, lots of social skills. They have a residency where they live, and they have their own community where, you know, they really get a lot of support.
So you were producing the show, everything went to plan?
Yes, I produce a show. We get the models together, arrange the fittings, get the scripts together. We have a wonderful MC from our area. She's a very well-known newscaster, Allie Allison, also a great friend. And so we just have a really good time. It's not like in New York where it's very serious. We play upbeat music. There's wonderful lighting and special effects. We even have they look like fireworks. I mean, we just make a whole big day out of it. Very exciting, very tiring, but it's that good kind of tired. You know, you've accomplished something and to get the word out. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, listen, we're not going to have you obviously talking about offers today because you've already covered all of the Q3 offers. And thanks again for last time when you covered the SMB days. Fantastic results for us. And we will have Greg Tiedemann on again in the future, just reviewing these results, which just blew us away. Thank you, everybody. But as you heard a moment or two ago, Shellie, we're going to be talking in a moment about business internet. Then we're going to have Rick, who is going to at last be telling all of our partners about CPNzone. And then, and I know you're going to continue to watch, we will have Noah here, and he's cherry picked out 2 of our new ads that we're going to share and show with the partners. So let's have you back at the end and just tell me what you think about.
Yes, that sounds awesome.
Fantastic.
I'm excited.
So see you shortly.
Okay, thanks.
And our special guest today is Matt Miller. Matt Miller, welcome to Partner News Live. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here.
We just reported last week on the new Root Metrics survey and their conclusions. And of course, Verizon has come out top for business internet. You must feel very proud.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a good year as well with a lot of other accomplishments. We actually just recently were JD Power for network and reliability for the 30th year running. So anytime we get some of these accolades, it's just a true testament to the business and the network that we have behind us.
Yeah, I mean, we know that let's call them the Magenta Company. The Magenta Company had been marketing, blitzing business or their equivalent of business internet, but it just wasn't quite as good. Verizon was a little bit better paced, I think, and made sure that the system, the network, the cell towers, the backhaul, the infrastructure was far more robust. So, I mean, I guess you would agree with me, we're reaping the benefits now.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're in a really good place in 2024, and we hope to go beyond that moving forward into 2025 with our 5G locations. What I would also say to that, and me alluding to the JD Power for the 30th year running, that's something that we take immense pride in here at Verizon. And that's something when it comes to rolling out business internet, we're not going to want to roll something out and then see what happens once it gets out there. We want to make sure when it is rolled out that it's done correctly, and you don't win an award like that or even the root metrics like you mentioned without making sure that you take care of your customers first, and that you make sure your network is as best as possible. And at Verizon, that's what we strive for day in and day out.
Fantastic. And Matt, I understand you have just sent me over quite a number of insider collaterals, like for example, a battle card that's only going to be available to our partners on myconnectus.com. Can you just give them a quick overview of the kind of information you sent to me?
Yeah, so I sent over a couple documents. One is that battle card that you mentioned. So we call it a sell it in five. So just for the partners to just keep at top of mind when you're talking to these customers that these are really the benefits of business internet, whether it's LTE or 5G. This is what will make it the most successful for customers. And then speaking of customers, I've sent over an anonymized use case deck that will just provide some background into the types of customers that we see. We talked a lot about construction with job sites, branch offices, work from home, small site locations, kiosks. That's all going to be in the deck as well. And then the last was just an infographic that just really just gives you an idea of the different speed tiers that we offer from LTE all the way up to actually FiOS business internet on there, and shows you what we typically see as terms of how many devices can you have connected to each tier, as well as what's the strongest use cases in those spaces.
Now, you and I have also recorded a video on demand with a little bit more information in it. Could you just share with everybody, just briefly, that the highlights of that VOD? So after this, they're going to jump on and view it.
Yeah, absolutely. We spent a lot of time talking about business internet and its benefits. We talked as well about 5G versus LTE in a way, and how here at Verizon we really don't see there as part of the conversation of this versus that, and more about what Verizon offers in terms of its network superiority for customers. And what we're really going to get into is some of the use cases that really define business internet. We talk a lot about rural locations as well, and how with LTE BI, you could get businesses stood up in a couple of days to a week, as opposed to months or even a year to be stood up. And then we also talk about the 5G coverage, and how we have a nationwide footprint. Over 11 million businesses nationwide are covered by 5G currently, and 40 million households as well. So we really dig into really the benefits overall of business internet from Verizon. And then we also talk about the gateway that we have as our Verizon product to sell alongside the business internet, and some of the speed tiers that really affect that gateway.
Matt, I really enjoyed that conversation, and I've enjoyed having you on just for these few minutes today. So thank you very much for coming on Partner News Live.
Yeah, thank you so much, Neil, and best of luck to everyone.
Okay, CPNzone, waiting patiently, we have Rick Stapp. Hey, Rick, great to see you.
Good seeing you, Neil.
So, Rick, we have been teasing our partners for several weeks now about CPNzone. We've been promising to tell them all about it. So I know that you're planning a soft launch, and we want to share some information with the partners before we go public. So let me just invite you. Tell us the background to CPNzone. What made you decide that we would go in this direction?
Well, it's a funny story. I was searching Expedia for air flights to go to Vegas or wherever I was going. And it kind of hit me, you know what? There's not an Expedia version for technology. And I was thinking, because what you do is you type in, hey, I want to go here on this date. and it would pull up a list of here's the carriers. And I just, because all I do is think of work and technology and how to better streamline things for our agents. And so I started doing some search, and I couldn't find a technology variation of Expedia or insurance. How you search for insurance. So that's when we all started having a conversation, saying, "Hey, is there a way we can create a portal for customers, not for our agents, but for customers to go to search for technology? Everything from cybersecurity to wireless business internet to there's a lot of things, and we'll talk about more of them here a little bit later." And we couldn't find anything, so we decided to start to create that site, that portal, and we came up with CPNzone. And what it stands for is CPN is the ConectUS Partner Network. The zone stands for zone. So
Zone,
yeah,
yes.
that was kind of obvious. And what we're going to be doing with this is we will be going very aggressively online to customers, which we normally haven't gone after. We normally go after agents. We're going after customers to find what technology are they looking for. What do they need? Do they need wireline services? Do they need a new PBX? Do they need, VoIP services? Do they need mobility? What do they need? We all know that we are Verizon exclusive. That's what we do. But all of our agents sell other services.
Yes.
So in the past, we have tried to find a lead generation system that we could supply leads to our agents to be unique, to be different. To be one of the reasons why we're one of the top or the top principal agent in the Verizon Partner Network by giving leads. In the past, the leads we tried to acquire weren't that good. So this way, we're trying to find very unique leads directly directed towards all verticals across the country. So when they say, when some ABC Plumbing in Virginia says, you know what, I need a better solution. I need some ruggedized devices for my cars. And they type in Google ruggedized devices. Well, they just get a list of whoever pays the most.
Yes.
To show up. And they don't know if it's any good. Well, with us, they can go to CPNzone.com, type that in, ruggedized devices, and we will then have a communication with them to say, okay, what are you looking for? What do you need? Great. Within your territory, here are agents. Here are professional agents that we have vetted, that they are partners with us, that will have them reach out to you to see if they can come up with a solution for you. And then when they fill out the little form, that form then goes to that agent then follows up with it. We stay involved as much as needed to make sure that customer is being followed up on, because we don't want to lose a lead, because these are not cheap leads.
No.
And then we help whenever we need to help close that opportunity. Yes. Does it mean that it's possible these leads will not be always Verizon wireless sales? Yes, they could need an SD-WAN solution, but that's what the agents sell. And our agents also sell Verizon. So when the opportunity is right, they're going to go back to them and say, what is your Verizon situation? How can we either, give you Verizon solutions, or how can we add to what you have?
You alluded to pay-per-click a couple of moments ago, and some of our partners know, some of the newer partners may not know that Rick and I met many, many years ago when we still had some hair, and we were actually focusing on PPC, pay-per-click, at the time. And the problem with pay-per-click, as you just said a moment or two ago, is if someone's just searching on Google, they're going to see the 3 or 4 ads at the top of the page. And that's based on whatever somebody bid in order to have that ad. It doesn't necessarily mean that the person who placed the ad is the right vendor, supplier, helper, trusted advisor for the person that's doing the search. The advantage that we found in ConectUS of having a trusted name, because of course we've been around for 50 years now, is that we generally tend to find new partners and also ultimately customers through word of mouth. And so, I'm thinking, Rick, that we need to leverage the trust that people already have for us. Because let's face it, our partners have already been vetted by us. If they end up being
and Verizon.
and by Verizon too. So if they end up being airheads, I'm substituting a term here. If they end up being airheads, we're going to say no. Verizon either says no, or more likely, we're going to fire them because you, Rick, have fired partners in the past for not being, 100% trustworthy. So in order to have end customers, SMBs and enterprise customers come to CPNzone, we are relying upon the trust that we are known for, and we are saying that we trust this partner to help you as your trusted advisor and give you the best advice possible. So this is the big advantage of what you're suggesting for CPNzone over somebody simply going to Google or Bing, and clicking on the ad that comes up at the top of the page.
Well, yes, and that kind of, I want to share screens real quick. If you type in cybersecurity, you get a normal customer. I shouldn't say normal. Most customers and educated customers understand what sponsored means. But this company here, there's a sponsored. This is truly the top search result for the word cybersecurity, which is Cisco. Hey, logic. That makes sense. This company here, Titan HQ, I don't know who they are. I'm not gonna do any negative with them, but they paid to be number one. They paid to be number 2, 3, AT&T, and then 4. So as you go down, the key thing, the smart thing for customers to really look for is non-sponsored search results. Because when you find those are the true ones that are have the proper SEO guidelines to show up higher. Google then does their algorithm where they crawl the sites and they're looking, okay, you do cybersecurity? Great. Let me check your site out. Let me make sure this does this and this does this and what you said. And when they realize, yes, that's true, then you will show up higher. So it can be very misleading. And that was one of the reasons why, when you search for car insurance, you go to one site and it shows you, all 15 carriers. And that's kind of why we came up with this thought is let's stop this confusion and let's try to really help them out because, if we are going to suggest an agent to help you with your SD-WAN solution, I'm not making anything on that. We're Verizon, but we're helping the customer. We're helping our agent. And we hope in turn, if it's the right situation and the right need for the customer, they go to Verizon for some solution. But we're doing the right thing for the customer. And I think that's the key thing is the customer experience.
Yeah, and a rising tide lifts all ships. So
I don't have a boat, so I'll trust you on that.
So, I mean, if our partners are doing well, our partners remain sticky. Their customers, business customers, remain sticky. And over time, there's going to be more repeat business. And that repeat business surely is going to help us ConectUS in due course. It might not be this week or this month, but it could be on the second, third, or fourth order. So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
Yeah, and Greg Tiedemann, our EVP of Sales and Operations, always states that you've got to constantly stay in touch with your customers. Yes, you sell them a smartphone and a tablet, but as time goes by and you keep that relation going and you keep talking to them for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, eventually by doing the right thing with the agent, you're going to sense other possible solutions. You're going to find, hey, they need 100 Google Workspace licenses. Hey, they need fixed wireless access. Hey, they need Knox solutions or MOS 360. And so doing the right thing for your agent is the best way to grow your business, not just who's my next customer. Great, I sold them something, next customer. I sold them something, next customer. That is not a way to grow the business. And that's kind of what we're trying to do is help our agents maximize the revenue per customer that they have by giving them potential leads.
So, Rick, I'm sure everyone would like to see CPNzone. So, we're talking about a soft launch in a couple of days from now. So, we're just letting our partners see this in advance. And we'll let you know about a hard launch in the future, everybody. Would you like to share screen and just give some examples as to how CPNzone works? Okay,
so this is, and I did a refresh, so it might blink here in a second. This is, it's essentially ConectUS, but this is CPNzone, ConectUS Partner Network, where our agents are the partners that are part of the network. And this is a customer-facing website. This particular landing page is not designed for agents so much as for customers, potential customers in any vertical at all, any technology at all can go to. They can go to the homepage, look at things, just do a gradual, what is CPNzone? How do we help you manage your technology? Traditional things that you see on a homepage. But the meat and potatoes of this is two pieces. If they come straight here and go, you know what, I would like an analysis today, they can fill out a simple form. I say simple, there's a lot of stuff on here. A form that says, oh yes, here's us. These are the solutions that I would like some more. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Here's the solutions that we have some questions on. They can fill it out, and then I can't see that, hide that, and then they can submit it. How we'll do things is our team will reach out to the customer to vet the opportunity to make sure it's a real opportunity. Talk to them about what they're looking for. And when they say, yes, I'm looking for GPS and fleet management, great. Let me get you in touch with a person in your area. And then we will then pass that lead off to an agent within their area to then communicate with them. There's also, you can go up to solutions. Here are currently, and I say currently because we'll be adding, here are solutions that we're listing to customers that we can provide for them. So these are their technologies that we can help them with. Let's just go to GPS fleet management. Let's just say somebody's interested in that. It's going to pull up just a landing page. All this really is a landing page giving them some basic information. And then they go, yes, I would like some more information. And they fill out the form, hit submit. It goes into our system, into our CRM, and then we can then hand it out to the agent that properly works for that market and for that solution. They can also go straight here, and it'll bypass the entire site and take them straight to the form in case they don't want to do any searching.
But there is a way to search as well.
Oh, yes. Good point. Yeah, good point. When we do, we're launching a lot of, I guess we're calling them commercials. Mm-hmm. Here in the next few weeks. And those commercials will talk about some of these solutions: wireless business internet, GPS tracking, lifecycle management, POTS replacement. And you can either type in, let's say it's cybersecurity. The customer can just type in cyber, a key phrase or keyword, and it will take them straight to the page. So they don't have to click the form. They can either type in a key phrase, go to the page, or they can do a search here that they want to. Do you see we're right here? Yes. And they're at this very moment, some of these pages may not be completed, but we're slowly getting them all out because we're still in, we have not officially launched everything yet. Now, another piece we have on here is if an agent sees this and they go, hey, I like this, I want to become an agent to start receiving some of these leads. Well, we have a Become an Agent with ConectUS link. So they can come on here and say, okay, I like this, I want to become an agent. Send me some more information. Great. A little about us, which is, as we all know, it just talks about the company. It has a big giant picture of all of us, which I look a lot better in that picture than I do in real life. And you will notice one thing here in the end where it says Team Texas. So we are a sponsor with Team Texas David Starr's Racing School. And part of this CPNzone is we're going to be marketing to corporate customers that go to David Starr's school because they do a lot of corporate events for, I'm not going to name the companies, but a lot of different companies across the country will fly in with 100 people, employees, customers, whatever, and they will drive a car around the track. And it's an incredible opportunity for bonding with their employees or their customers. Well, at these events, because we are their sponsor, we are Team Texas' sponsor, they will see CPNzone and ConectUS all over the place. You're going to see them on the racing suits. You're going to see them on the pit shirts. You'll see them everywhere. And there's also going to be QR codes to this site. So if a business customer sees, hey, this is awesome. Oh, wait, who's ConectUS? Oh, yeah, I need some technology information. They can go to the site and request the information as we're talking about within the solutions. So that's why we're known for, oh, you're the NASCAR group, because we've been doing this for years and years with NASCAR with David Starr. And we're starting to kind of change how we're doing this and go and target more the businesses that utilize technology and watch NASCAR and kind of get them involved together, and then also pull us in to help them find a solution for what their need is.
So, Rick, we're going to have Noah on in just a couple of minutes as well. And I've asked him to cherry pick out just a couple of the ads that are ready to launch. We've actually got 9 completed, with some still planned as well. But he's going to share 2 of them just to give our partners a flavor of what we're talking about. But I want to ask you, why did we've had a relationship with Team Texas and David Starr and his wife Kim now for 3 years. Why is it that we are going to use Team Texas and David Starr in order to help promote CPNzone?
Well, his racing school mainly focuses on corporate companies to do these events. They do have opening racing weekends, generally 2 or 3 times a year, where the normal Joe can come out, or Joanne can come out and race a car around the track up to 150 miles an hour. But
Yes.
most times when they do events, they're doing them with companies like, and I'll say a few that I know I can say, McDonald's,
Whataburger as well.
Whataburger, Peterbilt, that they will bring people in. They'll bring 50, 100, 150 their employees or customers, and they will drive 10 cars at a time around the track, racing each other, and then after, I don't know how many laps. I don't even know.
10 or 20, but 10's most typical.
And then they'll stop, and the next group will get in, and the next group will get in. And there's lots of opportunities for those people that are sitting there waiting to race, or who have already raced, to then look at solutions that we can provide to them and actually talk to them. Because most of the events, we have a ConectUS representative there to talk to them. It is, mainly Noah, but it could be Melissa. It could be Neil. It could be me. It could be others. And so we now have a very couple, 2 or 3 hours of golden time with a customer, with a prospect customer, to talk to them. Hey, what are you looking for? What can I do to help? I'm not just looking for Verizon wireless sales. I'm looking to help you as a customer, help you find a solution that you can keep for years. And as time goes by, yes, I would love to get Verizon sales with you, because that's what we do. But in the meantime, let's make you happy.
Yes.
We've teamed up with Team Texas and David Starr and Kim and their family because their ethics are phenomenal. And they match our beliefs and ethics within, inches of each other. So that's nice to be able to have a company that you can trust. And David is a true ambassador to NASCAR. The way he runs his company, the way he has his ethics, and he will do what he says no matter what, is just a breath of fresh air.
Another interesting thing I just heard you say was that even if people don't remember the ConectUS name, they do remember the car. So, marketing is all about recognition and retention, remembering. So even if someone had a very tenuous note of us, channel partners, or in an ad or an email or something, if they remember, the NASCAR people, that's usually going to be enough for them to come and find us on the web. So you also talked about SEO, search engine optimization. How are you going to leverage SEO to get us into these Google and Bing results?
Well, let me go back to your marketing piece where, they remember us as NASCAR. Many, many years ago, I worked for a retail company, and I sold high-end electronics and furniture many years ago when I had hair and I was a lot lighter. I had an additional salesperson on the floor with me that I could sell circles around. But when a customer would walk in and he would grab them real quick and say, "Hi, can I help you?" And he goes, No, I'm just looking. He would say, "Well, when you come back, ask for the guy with the white shoes." So he wore white shoes every day with his suits. That's all he wore, is white shoes. So people would come back later, not remember his name, but remember the white shoes.
Yes.
And that is kind of what the NASCAR is, the white shoes for what we do. We have tried to really market this so agents and customers or fans or followers, kind of know who we are due to the relationship we have within NASCAR. As far as SEO, we are gathering and we're doing some very deep dive on the web. We are doing research online for key phrases and keywords that have to do with all of the specific technologies that our agents sell. So you have cybersecurity. There are key phrases, not just cybersecurity, but there's, device security. There is hacking. There's a lot of these phrases that people might look for. How do I keep my site from being hacked? How do I keep my devices from being hacked? So those phrases that people might type, we are embedding into the site. So when a prospective customer does a search, we will pull up naturally. Now, I will say at the beginning, we are going to do some pay-per-clicks to kind of get a little higher, because it does take time for SEO organically to grow. But as time goes by, all those phrases for each product and service that our agents sell, as I showed you on our website, we will start to fill those search engines up higher and higher and higher to get to that customer properly. And that's a lot of work. It takes time, but it can be done, especially if you do it the right way, which hopefully I know how.
So would we consider doing any PPC just to get this started?
Well, yeah, that's what I alluded to. I would. I comfortably wouldn't want to be number one, because that is just, I'm paying to be number one. And that to me just feels a little arrogant. Mm-hmm. I would rather just say, yes, let's show up randomly, because you can do that in PPC. We want to show up randomly. If we show up number one, that's great, but it's not that we're paying to be number one. It's just the algorithm within Google or Bing or whoever throws us up there because of how we set up the account. So yes, I would like to do that to kind of get the word out there, but I really want us to not have to do that. I want us to be the organic solution that people can truly find and trust.
Rick, is there something that our partners can be doing to help us now?
Well, yes, we have a pretty strong YouTube channel that we will be rolling out all the new commercials and info videos and details. And we already have a lot of the winner circles and news press releases up there. So if our agents would go to YouTube, look up ConectUS Wireless and follow us, as well as click the little bell to be notified when new videos come out. When we start launching these commercials for these different services, they'll be notified when they show up. Plus, it does help us by helping them. It's going to help utilize the algorithm that YouTube and Google sees that we have more followers. And when we do it, it makes things more sticky online.
So you all out there can help us to help you get these leads back to you.
Yeah, because you're right. At the end of the day, this is not for us internally. We don't sell things internally. We're going to be generating these leads and giving them to our agents. So you're right. By following us on YouTube and telling anybody else that will help you in the long run, because these leads will go to you.
Hey, Rick, after everybody stops watching in about 10 or 12 minutes from now, where can they go to actually see CPNzone.com?
Right. You just said it, Neil. CPNzone.
I know.
Why do I have to repeat things?
What do we call this? Reinforcement? Yes.
Yes. CPN, ConectUS Partner Network Zone.com. And do know that it's probably 85-90% live. You will see some pages that say coming soon, and we are eventually working on those. Those will not be the videos that we're launching. All the 9 or 10 or 12 or whatever videos we're launching to start with, the pages should be complete. But feel free to look through that and let us know if you have comments, if you see typos, let us know. I mean, we're here because this is to help you as well.
Fantastic, Rick. Listen, I want to have you back in a couple of weeks or next month to talk about progress, and also, tell the partners more about what we are doing for them and how they can help us. But for now, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you, Neil, and I hope everybody enjoys this long project that we've been rolling out.
Excellent. Bye for now.
Ciao. Take care.
Hey, Noah, good to see you. How are you?
Hey, Neil, thanks for having me on today.
So I know you were watching, as Rick described to us all, CPNzone, and everybody already knows because they've seen parts of your videos already. But I wanted to invite you to come on today just to cherry pick out a couple of videos. We can't show them all. There's just not enough time. But get you to cherry pick out a couple of your favorites to show to our partners. But first, can you just give us a little bit of background as to the process of creating these videos?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we did, Neil, me, you, and Rick, we decided on six different solutions. So six of the top solutions that were like, okay, how can we effectively convey what these solutions do while also making it a little bit humorous and fun? And that's where these series of ads came in. So once CPN Zone is fully launched, if you're on the site or if a customer's on the site and they're looking for, say, expense management or fleet management, GPS tracking, they can type that in, and while they're reading about what this solution does, there's also a video to go along with it to better explain it and show why certain customers may need that. And it was just a fun way to engage with everyone.
Mm. And also, we are about to post all of these videos on our YouTube channel. So it means that our partners, if they want to try and pique interest in a particular solution, if they already have a prospect, you can send that URL via email to that particular prospect and see if that just pushes them over the edge to get enough interest to have a sales call with you. So listen, which one? I know you've got a number to choose from. Which one have you picked to show us first?
Yeah, so first we're going to go into GPS tracking.
Yeah. Why did you pick this one?
So GPS tracking, it was just a fun one. Both stars were in it, David and Kim, and it's funny, and but also I think it does a great job of explaining what this certain solution could do. So it's y'all will
Let,
like this one.
all right, let's watch that right now.
Hi, I'm NASCAR driver David Starr. In this video, we're talking about fleet management, GPS tracking, and vehicle telematics. But first, I'm in big trouble.
Hey, sweetheart.
David, where are you? Dinner is ready.
Well, I'm sitting in traffic. I'm probably about 20, 25 minutes away. This depends on how traffic is. But I'll see you when I get home, okay? This dang traffic. I wish I was there already. Love you.
When you have a fleet of cars or trucks with real-time GPS tracking and fleet management, you will improve route efficiency, reduce fuel consumption, and enhance driver safety. Telematics improve fuel and time efficiency by calculating the best routes and helps coach good driving habits, including recording video to reduce liability. When you add asset tracking, you will also know the exact location of your expensive equipment.
Keep up with your employees easily with GPS tracking and fleet management through CPNzone, especially this one.
Fantastic, fantastic. It runs for just over a minute, which is an ideal time. And I know that you keep the message at the end up a little bit longer. What's in the message at the end there, Noah?
Yeah, so pretty much what's at the end of all of these videos is it's a call to action for who's ever watching it. If they were to want GPS tracking or Verizon Business Internet Secure, whatever the video is about, it's going to tell them to go ahead and head on over to CPN Zone. We have the URL there. We also have a QR code, so however they want to get there. And then we say search or click on GPS tracking or fleet management. We're putting these little keywords in there, and what they can do once they get to CPNzone's website, they can either go to the drop down menu and find it, or they can just go ahead and search to it. It's going to take them straight to a page that's going to tell them everything they need to know about that solution.
That's fantastic. And of course, Rick just showed us a moment or two ago that they can then fill in the form and give some details. And from that point, we'll take the lead and determine who is the most likely and amongst our partners in terms of core knowledge, core abilities and such like, and also geographical as well, because obviously we'd rather have these references sent to a partner who's relatively local to the prospect if possible. Yeah. What did you like about that video in particular?
Yeah, I think immediately from the start of the video, it's very humorous from the start, and it kind of gets you watching because it shows them split screen. And when David's saying he's driving home, he's playing Pac-Man. He's not driving home. So it's a good way to kind of get the audience engaged, and then after that, we dive straight into what it is and the more meaty stuff. So I think
Yeah.
it draws the viewers' attention early, and then it keeps them engaged and tells them what they really need to know about that said solution.
I'm with you. A little bit of comedy, just enough in there in a short 1 minute clip. I think it works really well. What did you pick as your other example we're going to share today?
So for the second video I want to show y'all today, it's about Verizon Business Internet Secure.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, this is Amanda Williams with Channel 7 News, live at the Texas Motor Speedway for the biggest announcement of the year. David Starr, NASCAR driver, is ready to become the newest NASCAR president. Stay tuned for details.
Thanks, Amanda. Now we'll send you over to David Starr's press conference, live from Texas Motor Speedway.
Man, I'm so honored and humbled to have the opportunity to be the president of a sport I love. You know, there's many challenges, but I'm so excited to get started.
And Mr. Starr, now you're so busy looking after NASCAR itself, how are you going to keep up with racing at the weekends?
Well, you know, this is obviously going into my next career, so the driving, we'll set that to the side. Hey, what's going on with the lights? What's going on around here?
Verizon Business Internet Security is network-based, so it doesn't use up resources in your business or employee devices. Yet, it has all the bells and whistles your business needs. Deployment is automatic and requires no truck rolls or business system downtime. Updates are automatic and require no action by you, and it protects your devices from accessing malicious sites and from downloading viruses. Plus, it has a dashboard that provides clear reports whenever you want to know the threats that have been blocked.
Come on, folks. Don't let malware and hackers hurt your business. Get Vivus Verizon Business Internet Security through CPNzone.
You know something, I was with you during these recording sessions too, and something comes through very much when we see these ads is how much everybody was enjoying themselves. You could tell even when the lights went out on David, he's still half laughing. Do you feel that people were enjoying themselves during these shoots?
Oh, absolutely. It's just a great way. Obviously, we did a lot of these shoots with the Team Texas team. As all of our viewers here know, we're partnered with them. And it's just a great way for them to show their appreciation for us and for our agents. It was really nice of them to want to shoot it. And they just had a real good time. Everyone was always laughing in between scenes. If we ever do a bloopers reel, it's going to be full of just David and Kim busting out laughing, getting onto each other for messing up their lines. So it's fun. It's awesome.
We have a request. You've posted both of these videos and maybe another couple as well on our ConectUS Wireless YouTube channel. What we'd like to do, I think, is ask everybody if they wouldn't mind, please go and watch these videos and subscribe, because the more that you and your Auntie Flo, your wife, husband, your dog, subscribe to our YouTube channel, the more likely it is also going to help with that SEO that Rick was, search engine optimization, that Rick was talking about just a few moments ago. So Noah, do you have any more in the pipeline?
Yeah, so we have plenty more in the pipeline. We actually did a second shoot of videos. So we did a shoot in June, which both of those videos that you just saw, those were from June. And then we also did a shoot in July more recently, and Neil, you were there for that. And we did 4 different videos. We did MDM, we did POTS replacement, we did life cycle management, and then we did a video kind of just showcasing what CPNzone is, and that's actually got turned into a winner's circle video too.
It did, yes, it did indeed. And that is on myconnectus.com. Hey, Noah, listen, appreciate you coming on again, and I look forward to next time. You take care.
Absolutely. Thank you, Neil.
Okay, everybody, let's welcome back Shellie. Hey, Shellie.
Hi.
So you got to see 2 of the ads from Noah. What do you think?
I love the videos. I love them. I like them because they're funny. You know, humor goes a long ways. They're short, which is always good for a video. You know, you get to the point. That's what we all like in the business world, especially when you're trying to, find those new prospects. And very engaging. I love that part of it. And I think, the bottom line always is, trying to really focus out on the people that we can help the most, that don't realize we're here. That don't realize, I can make my business easier. I can be safer with my business. I think that's what everyone needs to hear if they have a company of any sorts that wants to be successful.
Listen, everybody, just a reminder that these two videos are now up on the ConectUS Wireless YouTube site. Go and watch them again. Feel free to copy the URL and send them off to prospects if you think it'll help in some way. Feel free to use them in any way that you wish to. And as we said earlier on when we were talking with Rick, and again with Noah a few moments ago, we are going to give you more information in due course. Shellie, listen, thank you for staying on this past half hour and watching along with us. And I look forward to next time with you. Okay.
Yes, I'll see you next time. Thank you.
And that's all we have time for today. My thanks to Matt Miller, Rick Stapp, Noah Weber, and to the ever bubbly Shellie. Please do subscribe to ConectUS Wireless YouTube. And I shall see you next time when our special guests will be Noble Scudder and Jason Ross from Pixel. They will be telling us all about the new Pixel 9. See you soon.